I'm currently on the road to the LAX because I'm heading to Toronto, Canada with Porter Airlines. At the airport, the check-in process went even better than I expected as I got an upgrade to Porter Reserve. With my ticket in hand, I made my way to the gate, ready to board this long flight. I can't believe I have the entire road to myself. From delicious snacks and refreshing drinks, let's make the most out of this quiet, long, and cozy flight. Alright folks, we made it. Welcome to Toronto, Canada. Let's go. Good morning everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is my first time in Canada. I arrived late last night, so I immediately went to bed. I'm staying here at the Bisha Hotel. It's a very cool hotel. It also has a bar/nightclub right next door, so I wasn't really sure if I was even in the right destination to begin with. But what do you say we start our journey here in Toronto and let's start exploring the city together. So buckle up. It's gonna be a beautiful time visiting Toronto, Canada. Let's go. I just got out of the hotel and just taking a leisurely stroll across the city right now, shooting some photos on my Fujifilm X100V for you as well. As I was saying before, this is my first time in Toronto. Hey, this is my first time in Canada actually. Let me start with that. So I'm starting my Canada journey with Toronto. But sadly, I'm only here for a couple of days for business meetings, so I don't really get to enjoy a lot of leisurely time outside of that. But figured before my business meeting today, might as well just head out, explore the city as much as possible to make a dedicated video about my journey and about my, I guess, first impression of Canada and Toronto, if you will. So if you're curious about more of these travel type videos and you want to see more of these, definitely go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and throw a comment or two. If you have any good tips, hints, places to see around Toronto as well, let me know. As I was looking at Google Maps, I realized that the CN Tower is actually almost right next door to the hotel. So I kind of figured, let me include that in my leisurely walk so that I can say I at least have seen the CN Tower. And quite frankly, it's not difficult to spot if you're within the city as well, because it's visible from pretty much anywhere. But we're gonna go take a look at it. I don't think it's open, but at least I'm gonna go as close as possible to it to really be able to say, hey, I was here. So let's go take a look. It is still quite early, and the morning commute traffic is just getting started in the city. I started heading towards one of Toronto's most recognizable and iconic landmarks, the CN Tower. As I'm walking towards the CN Tower, I'm taking all the streets and my surroundings in, and capturing them with my Fujifilm X100V. But before we get to the CN Tower, I ran into something pretty cool. The Rogers Centre, home of the Toronto Blue Jays, Canada's only Major League Baseball team. The stadium itself is a massive structure with a retractable roof, perfect for those unpredictable weather days. The Blue Jays have a rich history, having won the World Series twice, back-to-back in 1992 and 1993. Continuing my walk, I finally arrived at the CN Tower. Standing at 553 meters tall, it's one of the tallest freestanding structures in the world. Whether you're looking to dine with a view at the 360 restaurant or get your adrenaline pumping with the Edge Walk, this tower is a must-see for anyone visiting Toronto. Well folks, our stroll continues across Toronto. I just stopped by the CN Tower. They open at 9:30. It's around 7:30 or so right now. So I'm afraid I have to save that visit to another trip to Toronto. I'm just taking notes, as I said. As I'm walking around, I'm shooting photos with my Fujifilm X100V and just taking some notes on places to see for my next visit. If you do have any tips, places to visit, recommendations though, definitely comment them down below. I would love to know more about Toronto. terms of first impressions of the city, it's extremely clean. People are extremely friendly. If anything, it gives me a beautiful Manhattan/Brooklyn type of vibe. And every once in a while, I see a bit of Denver in here as well. So if you've been to those places and you've been to Toronto, you might know what I'm talking about, basically. It's so much fun to walk around this town. Everything is almost within walking distance. If not, they have public transportation here as well. So we're just gonna keep walking around, enjoying whatever we can see and photographing them, of course. But let's continue.
After seeing the CN Tower, I made my way over to the Roundhouse Park, just a couple blocks away. This park is a hidden gem for train enthusiasts with several historic locomotives and train cars on display. I'm no Sheldon Cooper, but I spent some time walking through the park, taking in the massive steam engines, and learning about how they played a crucial role in Canada's transportation history. Each train on display has its own story, from the sleek lines of the diesel engines to the intricate details of the steam locomotives. The park is a photographer's dream, with plenty of opportunities to get up close to these historic machines. Roundhouse Park isn't just about trains though. It's a great spot to relax, with green spaces, benches, and even a craft brewery nearby if you want to unwind after exploring.
Well, folks, that's it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for joining me on my leisurely stroll across Toronto, Canada, and being a part of my first visit experience to Canada. If you would love to see more travel videos from me, definitely let me know in the comments. Otherwise, as usual, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.